Father Fish, nice to have you with us. I think. I'll have to look into that. My cousin will know. Well, we have Roman in the waiting room here. Let's bring him up. There he is. Hi, Roman. Happy to see you.
Nice to see you, Father Fish and Joey.
Hi,
Thank you. Nice to see you.
I'm not used to this. So do I hit cam to switch cameras?
Yeah, you hit the mic button, and I think you should be able to have a choice to flip the camera. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Oh, that was cam. It says no cam, no. So cam mic.
If you hit the cam mic, there should be, or just the cam, try the cam button, and then there should be another button so you can flip the screen. Try.
Yeah, I was looking. Last time when I was up on New Year's Eve, I saw that.
Yeah, you did it New Year's Eve. Yeah, there should. If you hit the cam button, there should be a choice to flip it.
Oh yeah, I got it now. So which?
Okay.
Facing front, facing back. Okay, so how's that? Oh yeah, here we go.
Perfect.
So,
good job.
So, what I wanted to show you was something interesting. I remember that aquarium, this aquarium here that had the big flower in it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So those flowers wilted a long time ago.
Sure.
And all the leaves on the plant here, there was huge leaves, lily pads on the surface there before the flowers came out. So my suspicion is that the plant was taking on nutrients through photosynthesis through the lily pads before it sent up those flowers. And since the flowers have finished and died off, all those lily pads now are starting to break down and rot. And
I see new leaves at the base.
Yes, there's some new leaves coming up there. There's 2 or 3 different lily pads there. One of them has a very pointy leaf, right in there, very pointy leaf.
Yeah.
And this one here is not so pointed. This other plant.
Pretty. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, anyways, this week I was preparing this.
Look at his rainbows. Aren't they gorgeous?
Pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, they like to sit in that current right there. I've got a little bit of current. And so what happened was this tank was completely covered with dwarf lettuce plants.
Yes.
I'd neglected the tank for a bit. I was doing other things. And the entire surface was covered, and you couldn't see down. It was so dark below, I couldn't see the other plants. So this week, I took them up. I got a whole half a bucket here full of the plants. They've been outside, and they're frozen solid right now. But that's and the roots were about 12 inches long, going right down, hanging down to about down here somewhere in the aquarium. So the fish didn't have much room to swim about either. But so they're much happier now.
The tank looks very nice.
It does.
Yes, I was fortunate to have that piece.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So what else would I like to show? Oh, I had a list of stuff to show you here. It's what else do I have? Oh yeah, so this here.
German. You made a list.
Yeah, I made a list. Sure.
Well, that's a good idea.
Really?
This here is my rebuttal to beta sorority tanks.
Oh, cool. I love it. Right.
These are all males out of the buckets that grew up through the summertime.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've collected a few of them and put them in here just to, I have them for whenever I need to start a new aquarium or something. These are my starting.
That's a great fish.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed was I had this thermometer stuck in the sand a little bit just to hold it up and keep it nice and vertical. And I noticed the temperature looked about 3 degrees cooler than what it had been when it was hanging up here at the top.
Huh.
So I stuck my finger down in the sand, and it's much cooler down in the sand than it is up here at the top of the water column.
Isn't that interesting?
I thought that was very interesting. I suppose because the water flow is so slow through the sand that it doesn't have time to really get warmed up from the heater.
I guess.
So it was giving me erroneous readings. Fortunately, I thought to put the thermometer back up here where it is, and that way I'm getting, the correct water temperature.
Cool.
Good.
What else do I have? Oh yeah.
That tank is typical for guppy breeders. All guppy breeders put all their males in one tank.
Well, it saves a lot of.
A reverse sorority, as you say.
Yeah. So on this tank, I told you about it New Year's Eve. Over in this area here, all the plants had died out, and I was suspecting that the Amazon sword there in the middle had absorbed all the nutrients. And since then, I'd been putting pieces of lily pad food for the outdoor ponds right down into the substrate, right down to the glass, and then
Okay.
covered it over with the sand again. And now this I don't know if it's Val or is it Sag, the tall plants.
Nice. Yeah, the valve.
Coming
Look
along nicely, and they're growing all along the surface there. I don't know how visible you can see that.
Yeah.
So I think they're absorbing the nutrients from those tabs.
I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take you to the kitchen, guys. I'm just gonna block the camera just so that I don't make you dizzy. In the kitchen here is my infusoria experiment.
Oh my.
Wow.
So those 4 jars, the 2 on the left here, are water from aquariums when I was cleaning them out. And I squeezed out some sponge filter into them. And the 2 on the right are from water in a barrel that I have outdoors. And then I put various, what do I call it? I guess vegetable matter. This is hay, dried hay for horse food.
Huh.
And these here are some old beans that I had on my vines out in the garden. And you can see they've all started to fungus up now, and they're starting to reek pretty good.
Yeah.
I know if my wife was alive, I wouldn't be allowed to do this in the kitchen.
I was going to make a comment about that.
Yeah.
It looks like a bachelor's do.
Yeah. We're allowed, So I think what I need to do is get myself a microscope so I can see what the heck's floating around in the water there.
Absolutely.
So are you trying to see which combination grows the most?
I just see what happens. I think some of them, I was wondering if the ones from the barrel outdoors might have even some, what's the one that's bigger than infusoria? I can't remember the name.
Daphne.
Yeah, Daphnia. They might have Daphnia. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And it's possible that Daphnia are sitting down on the bottom of right now at the bottom of the barrel. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Pretty neat.
And this here is the first aquarium that got me going about 1.5 years ago. This is in the kitchen.
Huh.
And I got about 30 chili raspberries in there.
Oh, how pretty.
It's too bad the camera doesn't really capture their color.
Yeah, they are pretty. I just sold a batch of green neons today. Yeah, they're tiny little things, and they're really pretty, and about the hardiest neon I've ever had, about that size.
Wow.
So those rock piles are for the shrimp I have in there. I've got some blue dream shrimp.
Oh,
and they hide out there from the fish.
Mhm.
Nice.
I think that's
Yeah.
about all. That's all I had on my list for today. I don't mind to hang out with you guys and chat if you a little bit if you want, and answer some questions for people.
Sure.
Oh, I'm laughing, Roman, because one question was they were wondering if the jars smell.
Oh yeah, they
I
stink
bet
like
they
crazy.
do.
Yeah,
Right.
Only fish people can deal with this sort of thing.
Well,
Yeah.
only a bachelor could get away with it. Actually. That's kind of stuff I
Yeah,
do.
but let's face it, in general, having worms growing in your house and different things,
yeah.
Really.
normal people don't do that.
Not normal people, no.
No. Um, Father Fish, do you want to answer a question, or do you want to just talk with Roman for a while?
Well, we can do both.
Okay.
ER,
Yes,
ER,
that's a question. Yeah.
ER says, I get it. I'm a bachelor. My ex-wife wouldn't let me do anything in this hobby.
Oh,
Yeah.
but ER also has a question for you, Father Fish. Says I
All right.
scored a few Darios today. What the heck do I feed them? Bloodworms seem too big, and baby brine seem too small. What do you suggest?
What are the fish? I missed it.
Dario.
Danio?
Well, he says Dario.
Yeah, there are Darios. They're very
Yeah,
small fish.
that's a
Yeah.
different fish. Yeah,
With a oh yeah, I see it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would feed the baby brine. They'll be able to take worm. You can, with the bloodworms or blackworms, you can chop them up with a razor blade and feed them. That way they get little pieces.
Yeah.
But brine shrimp as well. And any of those, either of those frozen, will be fine.
Okay.
What's your experience there, Herman?
I don't have those small fishes, but I have been the reason I'm growing those Daphne or the Infusoria right now is because I want to breed a couple of apistogrammas. I bought some apistogrammas last week, orange flash, and also bought some crebensis this week. I bought 6 young ones, and I've put them in a 20 long, and we'll see how they get by. They're in this aquarium. I'm going to turn you around again.
Okay.
So they're down in this aquarium down here.
Yeah,
But there are, there's
yeah,
one right there,
yeah.
Okay.
and there's
Yep.
more in the corner, but they're still very young. They're small guys.
Nice. I did a video today with a group of them in the back. The Dario, the scarlet batis, will take blackworm. I feed blackworm to mine. I always have scarlet batis around.
Do you
Nice fish.
So
end up with females too, or just the males?
Pardon?
Do you end up having females with them, or do you only end up getting males?
I've sold 3 pair out of the batch.
Oh, nice. So you did get some females. Okay.
I did get females, yeah.
Because a lot
Yeah.
of people, say that
Get
they
males,
never
I know.
they never
Yeah.
seem to get females. So that's cool.
Yeah. I did this time.
Nice.
Pretty.
these
And it, it's hard to tell.
The green neon looks just like that. With no
Those are-
red.
Like
they're
that.
blue. Those are neons. Look at these
Yeah.
fish here. When they start to jump, like to come to feed, they just dart up like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Those are the phoenix tetras. Some of them.
Yeah.
But when they start to feed, they just like rockets.
Yeah. Nice
Mhm.
tank of fish.
Yeah, plants look really beautiful.
You've got Aponogetons, I guess, don't you?
Yeah, there's a Panageton there, and this is a big, is it bulbitis or something? I think
Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
bulbitis. Yep.
yeah, it's a really a big one. It's grown nicely, and you can actually see some of the roots over the rock down here,
Ah,
Yeah.
right down at the
Right
very
now.
bottom. Is that little line? That's actually root from the bulbitis grabbing the rock.
little panda Cory.
Of course. The bulbitis is very slow growing, correct?
Yeah, I've had this one for a couple of years, or
Yeah.
not. I'm sorry, not a year actually, a year and a half something. And
Ah,
it's taken a while to get this big, but it's well worth the wait.
Oh, I know. They're beautiful, but I know they do take a long time to get really established in a tank.
Yeah, I'm going to bow out of here and say thank you very much for the invitation, Father
well,
Fish.
delighted to see your tank shut, Roman. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming up.
Wonderful, Roman. Thank
All
you.
right, take care. Bye bye.
You
Bye
too.
bye. Thank you. Thanks for plugging in and watching and being a part of this channel and this series of videos. Found something you've never seen before. Have a great day. Nice to have you with us. Come on back.